The 21st century has ushered in an era of unprecedented technological advancement. However, this rapid digital transformation has also brought with it a complex and often overlooked issue: digital privacy. In today's digital landscape, data has become the new oil, a valuable resource that fuels the engines of the digital economy. This data collection often happens in the background, invisible to the average user, leading to what some experts call the invisible harvest. We live in an age of unprecedented convenience, where technology has made our lives easier and more efficient in countless ways. However, this convenience often comes at a price: the gradual erosion of our digital privacy. The smartphone, a ubiquitous symbol of the digital age, connecting us to a world of information, entertainment, and each other. But beyond its convenience lies a powerful tool for data collection, constantly gathering information about its user. Every time we connect to the internet, we leave behind a trail of digital footprints, a record of our online activity that can be tracked, analyzed, and even monetized. This tracking occurs through a variety of methods, from cookies that store our browsing history to IP addresses that identify our devices and locations. Social media has become an integral part of modern life, connecting us with friends and family, keeping us informed about current events, and providing a platform for self-expression. However, this interconnectedness comes at a price: the erosion of our privacy as our lives become increasingly intertwined with the digital world. In the digital age, data is power, and these sprawling data centers are the fortresses where this power is stored and processed. Imagine vast warehouses stretching as far as the eye can see, filled with rows upon rows of servers, each one humming with the digital heartbeat of our online lives. Section 2. The algorithm's appetite: how your data is used. Every time we interact with the digital world, we feed the algorithm's insatiable appetite for data. Section 3. The price of free: the business of data monetization. In the digital economy, if you're not paying for the product, you are the product. Section 1. The tech giants' guardians or gatekeepers. In the digital age, a handful of tech giants wield unprecedented power, shaping our online experiences and holding the keys to our digital lives. These companies control the flow of information, connecting billions of users, and profiting from the data we generate. While they present themselves as champions of innovation, their role in digital privacy is complex and often contradictory. They invest in cybersecurity, but also engage in data collection practices that raise privacy concerns. This data is used to target us with personalized advertising and shape our online experiences. The immense power of these tech giants raises questions about accountability and transparency. As we navigate this landscape, it's crucial to demand greater control over our digital lives. Section 2. The algorithm knows: the power of predictive analytics. In the digital age, the algorithm has become an all-seeing oracle, predicting our actions, anticipating our needs, and shaping our destinies in ways we may not even realize. Through the power of predictive analytics, tech companies and data brokers can now forecast our behavior with uncanny accuracy, using our digital footprints to anticipate our future purchases, predict our political leanings, and even assess our creditworthiness. This predictive power stems from the vast troves of data collected about our online and offline lives. Every click, swipe, and purchase is fed into sophisticated algorithms that identify patterns, establish correlations, and extrapolate future behavior based on past actions. These algorithms can take into account thousands of data points, from our browsing history and social media interactions, to our location data, and even our facial expressions captured by smartphone cameras. While predictive analytics holds immense potential for good, enabling personalized experiences, improving healthcare outcomes, and even preventing crime, it also raises profound ethical concerns. The ability to predict and potentially manipulate human behavior raises questions about free will, autonomy, and the potential for discrimination. If our actions are predetermined by our digital past, what does it mean to be human in the digital age? As predictive analytics becomes increasingly sophisticated and pervasive, it's crucial to establish ethical guardrails and ensure that these powerful tools are used responsibly and transparently. We must demand accountability from those who collect and analyze our data and ensure that predictive analytics serves humanity rather than becoming a tool for control and manipulation. Section 3. The privacy pushback. Regulating the data economy. The unchecked growth of the data economy has sparked a global movement demanding greater privacy protections. People are raising their voices, pushing for stricter regulations to safeguard their privacy. This push has led to landmark legislation, such as the European Union's GDPR and the California Consumer Privacy Act, CCPA, granting individuals greater control over their personal data. These regulations represent a significant step towards a more ethical data economy. However, the fight for digital privacy is far from over. Tech companies continue to resist regulation, arguing it stifles innovation. The rapid pace of technological advancement presents new challenges to privacy. The future of digital privacy depends on our collective action. We must demand greater transparency and accountability from tech companies and support organizations fighting for a more ethical digital landscape. By working together, we can reclaim our privacy and shape a future where technology empowers individuals. Section 1. The price of privacy, balancing security and freedom. In an age of growing security threats, the debate on digital privacy is complex and contentious. Governments argue that access to personal data is essential for preventing crime and protecting national security. They claim surveillance helps foil plots and save lives, outweighing privacy concerns. Privacy advocates warn against the erosion of civil liberties. They argue mass surveillance can be abused, stifling dissent and free speech. Historical examples show surveillance suppressing opposition and silencing critics. The challenge is balancing national security and individual privacy. Clear legal frameworks and transparency are essential. A robust public debate is needed to weigh the trade-offs. As technology evolves, the privacy debate will intensify. Ongoing dialogue and ethical consideration are crucial to protect both safety and freedom. While we entrust our digital lives to tech giants and online platforms, a hidden underworld operates beneath the surface of the internet, where our stolen data is bought, sold, and traded like a valuable commodity. This digital black market, known as the dark web, is a haven for cybercriminals, hackers, and identity thieves who profit from the illicit trade of personal information. Data breaches, once rare occurrences, have become alarmingly commonplace, exposing our sensitive information to the shadowy figures lurking on the dark web. From credit card numbers and social security numbers to medical records and even passwords, our digital identities are constantly at risk of being compromised and sold to the highest bidder. Once our data enters the dark web, it can be used for a variety of malicious purposes. Identity thieves can use our stolen information to open credit cards in our names, drain our bank accounts, and even access our healthcare benefits. Hackers can use our passwords to hijack our social media accounts, spread misinformation, or launch cyber attacks. And cybercriminals can use our personal information to blackmail us, threaten our families, or extort money from us. The dark web, with its anonymity and lack of regulation, poses a significant threat to our digital security and privacy. Protecting ourselves requires vigilance, strong passwords, and a healthy dose of skepticism when sharing personal information online. It also requires law enforcement agencies to collaborate across borders, dismantle these criminal networks, and bring the perpetrators to justice. Section 3. The Surveillance Society, living under the digital eye. In cities around the world, a vast network of surveillance cameras silently observes our every move, capturing our faces, tracking our movements, and recording our actions. Facial recognition technology, once the stuff of science fiction, is now being deployed by law enforcement agencies and private companies alike, enabling the identification and tracking of individuals with unprecedented speed and accuracy. Proponents of this technological revolution argue that it enhances public safety, deters crime, and helps apprehend criminals. They point to instances where facial recognition has helped identify suspects in terrorist attacks, locate missing children, and prevent shoplifting. They argue that in an increasingly complex and interconnected world, surveillance technology is essential for maintaining order and security. However, critics warn of the chilling effect this constant surveillance has on our civil liberties. They argue that facial recognition technology is inherently biased, prone to errors, and disproportionately targets people of color and marginalized communities. They fear a future where our every move is tracked, our faces are scanned without our consent, and our right to privacy is eroded by the ever-watchful gaze of the digital eye. The rise of the surveillance society raises profound ethical questions about the balance between security and freedom, the potential for abuse, and the kind of world we want to live in. As technology continues to advance, it's crucial to engage in a public debate about the limits of surveillance, the safeguards needed to protect our privacy, and the future of freedom in a world increasingly dominated by technology. Section 1. The Power of Awareness: Reclaiming Our Digital Footprint. In today's hyper-connected world, achieving true anonymity may be an elusive goal, but reclaiming control over our digital lives is a battle we can and must fight. The first step in this fight is awareness. By understanding the mechanics of data collection, the motivations behind it, and the potential consequences of unchecked data exploitation, we can make informed decisions about our online behavior and take steps to minimize our digital footprint. This means being mindful of the information we share online, from our personal details and location data to our opinions and social connections. It means carefully reading privacy policies, opting out of unnecessary data collection practices, and questioning the default settings on our devices and apps. It means becoming discerning consumers of information, recognizing that not everything we see online is true or objective, and being wary of the filter bubbles that can limit our perspectives. Reclaiming our digital footprint also means demanding greater transparency and accountability from the tech giants that control so much of our online lives. We must demand to know what data they collect, how they use it, and with whom they share it. We must hold them responsible for protecting our data from breaches and misuse, and we must advocate for regulations that empower individuals and establish ethical boundaries in the data economy. Awareness is the first line of defense in the fight for digital privacy. By educating ourselves and others, we can create a more informed and empowered public capable of navigating the digital landscape with greater awareness and agency. Section 2. Digital Self-Defense: Tools and Strategies for Privacy. While achieving complete digital invisibility may be an unrealistic goal in today's interconnected world, we can take proactive steps to fortify our digital defenses and safeguard our privacy online. Just as we lock our doors and safeguard our physical possessions, we must adopt a digital self-defense strategy to protect our online identities and personal information from prying eyes. A variety of tools and strategies are available to enhance our online privacy, each offering varying levels of protection and requiring different levels of technical expertise. Virtual private networks, or VPNs for example, encrypt our internet traffic, masking our IP address and location, making it more difficult for websites and trackers to monitor our online activity. Ad blockers prevent intrusive advertisements from following us across the web, reducing the amount of data collected about our browsing habits. Privacy-focused browsers such as Tor and Brave prioritize user privacy, blocking trackers by default, and offering enhanced security features to protect our data from prying eyes. Encrypted messaging apps, such as Signal and WhatsApp, allow us to communicate securely with our contacts, ensuring that our conversations remain private and protected from eavesdropping. Beyond these technological solutions, adopting simple yet effective digital hygiene practices can significantly enhance our online privacy. using strong, unique passwords for each of our online accounts, enabling two-factor authentication whenever possible, and being cautious about the information we share on social media can significantly reduce our risk of becoming victims of data breaches or identity theft. Section 3. The future of privacy, a collective responsibility. The fight for digital privacy is a collective responsibility. It requires individuals, tech companies, policymakers, and civil society to work together. Our digital lives deserve the same respect and protection as our offline lives. As technology evolves, privacy challenges become more complex. Emerging technologies pose risks to our autonomy and freedom. We must establish clear boundaries and safeguards. The future of privacy depends on our collective willingness to act. It requires transparency, fairness, and ethical data practices. Privacy is a fundamental human right, essential for a free society. By working together, we can shape a future where technology empowers individuals without compromising privacy. Remember to subscribe to Kendu Global Files for more thought-provoking documentaries.